Okay, today we're reviewing the FU42. New Balisong was released Christmas by Exiled Cutlery. Blades taped, note the butterfly stitch, butterfly knife. We got a theme going here. Be a little crazy, but I'm not a fool. So I'm going to flip it a little bit, then take the tape off. Oh. Not good. Okay, the latch. New design. It's like a spring ball in there. It catches the cups, holds the latch. Pretty secure, whatever position. When you first get this, it's going to be tight. Work it back and forth like this a little bit. Play with it. It loosens up nice, and then it actually kind of gets loose. You have to excuse me, my hand's not 100%. I'm not the best flipper, but as you can see, this thing practically floats. Very nice flipping knife, addictive, fun to play with. I have a Typhoon trainer that I carry every day. It's my stress ball. I flip it a lot, but I think I like this chest a little bit more. This is the Typhoon. Keep the monkey fist on, similar to JB's latch. I had the same sort of idea. Let me remove that. I call it a resistance latch. There's a roll pin in there. Keeps it, but any hard, it will move. His won't, so he wins the design concept award for that one. Mine works, but it's not perfect. Okay, let's do size comparison. This a bit longer than the Typhoon. Mine came, I set it here next to the Typhoon. As you can see, it leans to the left. That's due to the bite handle being slightly, maybe a millimeter longer than the other handle. When I look at the top, it looks to me like the holes in the blade might be just a little bit off. It's a first production. I expect there might be little minor things like that. If I end up with the only one like that, it might be worth a lot someday, who knows. It's not, blade comes out, looks straight. It's not a deal breaker. For the price, I would expect they'd at least be straight. But I don't consider this high quality. I would say intermediate. It's nice. It's not going to break. It's not going to fall apart on you. I've been flipping it for days. I didn't put any Loctite or anything on it. It hasn't loosened up. If you look here, see where he slotted the pivots. When I first took it out of the package, I was like, what? Slotted screws? But I see what he did. It's so you can get a bite on them when you're loosening and tightening it, give you more accurate adjustment. Great idea. My congratulations on that. I do like the latch. First it was a little cumbersome, but like I said, it loosened up. And interesting, I can do with this Bally that I can't do with any of my others. See if I can get this to happen here. Get it just right. It will balance. Open or closed. Can't do that with a Typhoon. Can't do it with this Linton, which is similar channel constructed. Falls under the cheapy category. Looks like a pen spring, but flip's not bad. It's fun to play with if you drop it, not out much. They're both channel, comparing quality. This is some kind of cast zinc. I actually spoke to Exiled Cutlery. This is a cast stainless handle that's milled after it's cast. And really, if you look at it, it's really not, it's pretty good quality. I mean, you don't see any really rough spots. It doesn't look cast. Very nice, I think. Peel the tape off, we'll stop the flipping. This thing came razor sharp. I mean, you could shave with this thing. If you're looking for sharp, that's the one. See that? Logo there. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen if I'm not getting it all. But I would definitely recommend it. I think the price is maybe a little high, but everybody, there's some kind of feud with the maker and Benchmade. I mean, I don't really care. There's companies I don't like, but I still do business with them. JB, I don't know him personally, but I have emailed with him some. I've done business with him in the past. My take on JB is he's a straightforward, no BS kind of, you know, he has a low tolerance for BS, which is, you know, a lot of people wish they could be that way. At least he has the testicular fortitude to be true to who he is. So keep that in mind. You're buying from him. I mean, I don't buy things. I don't research somebody's attitude before I buy from him. I know he's got some things online that are pretty pretty direct. Some of his policies or whatnot. But think about it this way: if you're running a business, you send out good knives to somebody. They decide to modify them, play with them. They tear them up. They want to send back a knife you can't resell for a full refund. You got to understand. I think that's where most of his issues with people come from. Is people just they just don't get it. You know, you're in business to make money, not to make friends. Again, the lean, not happy about that, but he is going to send me a new blade. He's doing another run in like a month, and he's going to send me a new blade. That's good enough for me. I think that's a acceptable solution. This is a Bradley, about the same price range. I like this knife. It's well constructed. There's almost no handle play with this thing. This one here, you've got a little bit of play with the handles, but channel constructed, you got to expect that. This is a sandwich constructed, so you can't, not really a fair comparison. But I like this knife. I think it's bang for the buck. This is a good buy. If you could, I'd get one while they're plentiful, because they may not be forever. Same with these. I looked at a website where they listed the production numbers. This is a 440 steel model, I was told, and I believe the production number on this one was 30, and I think the 420 steel is like 50. It depends. The trainers are different. Some of them had higher numbers, but I mean, if there's only 30 of these, if you want the 440, you better get one now, because if there's only 30 to be had, that doesn't leave. That can be going overnight. So if you're looking for a fun flipper, this is the one. I'm not going to compare it to a Benchmade 42. I don't own any Benchmade knives. I don't like or hate the company. I bought one of their products once. I was not satisfied with it. I won't say what it was or why I wasn't satisfied, because that's not the issue here today. It's this knife. But I will say that I don't buy their knives. I have handled a 42. I think this, I would not compare this to a Benchmade 42. It's in a different category, I think. It's just a great flipper. I'm not going to flip it too much because that tapes off, and this thing, let me see if it'll shave. Okay, maybe it's not as sharp as, well, there we go. We have hair. Okay, that is sharp. So if you get one, be careful, tape the blade as I did, or get the trainer, or I think he also offers this with the unsharpened edge, which My Typhoon has the swing safe, that's unsharpened. It's not gonna cut you. It will poke you though, because it's very pointy. Looks real. Scares the heck out of old ladies and children. But it's pretty safe to flip. And, I actually, when I think about it, I would have probably asked for the unsharpened blade if I had it. When he runs a second production, if he's talking about Damascus blades, I will probably be in for one of those. That sounds pretty sweet to me. We'll have to add, hopefully he'll address some of the issues I bring up here. One issue I really did have was the lack of a second tang pin, because the handles do bang together when you're flipping, but it kind of makes for a neat clacking noise. Sounds cool when you're flipping it. Gives a little added effect. A second tang pin, as you see, there's space, would have eliminated that, but it closes very easy in the closed position, but it's not even really, see what I mean? If it had another tang pin, it would be tight. You'd have to put some pressure on that to open it. This way, to lock it, it is kind of tight. I mean, it's not impossible, but once you lock it up, it's a solid knife. There's no way that thing, drop it, whatever, throw it, it's not gonna unlock until you squeeze those handles and unlock it yourself. All right, I hope I did this knife justice. I would recommend it. I mean, there's things, the single tang pin, the crooked pivots, even if you look at the handle, the bite handle is just slightly fatter than the other hand, than the safe handle. These rivets here that hold the pin and all, I would have recessed those. Some people like that. Gives you something to grab maybe when you're flipping, but I prefer them flat to the handle. But you know, all in all, I'm happy with it. You know, it's good quality. The handles feel nice and solid. It does not feel cheap. I would say intermediate quality. But you're not going to spend a whole paycheck on it if you want something that's just insanely fun to flip, and you can pull off any trick with this thing flawlessly. I mean, this is the one. I mean, it's going to be hard to find some of those other main knives that you're looking for. This is a good compromise. So, Exiled Cutlery, FU42. Try it out. You're gonna like it, you're gonna hate it. I like mine more than my money. I think you will too, so give it a shot. Thank you, and until next time.